1038.
Gavin, so great to meet you. I was just telling you, I'm a massive fan of Warrior. And while Warrior and The Accountant are two very different films, there's something that they've got something in common, and that's they've both got heart. As a director, how important for you is it not to make a film just about the action?
It's the most important thing. I have no interest in making would be categorized as an action film, and I appreciate you saying heart, because I think I'm always trying to inject emotion into. It's trying to go as deep as I can with the characters and connecting emotional lines between people, and mining as much detailed, honest depiction of humanity and emotion. I'm always trying to do that. So I appreciate if you respond to it.
This has been on the go since 2011. You were offered it, and then they said, "No, we're taking it away," and then you finally made it.
How did you know that?
Oh, I did my research. But how frustrating is all the behind-the-scenes politics when you're just so passionate about wanting to make the film?
Yeah, I try not to get too attached to things until I'm deeply in it. So I responded to the script. I had offered the movie. And then the head of the studio at the time where it was set up had offered it to another director who's really good without the producers knowing it. So they had to let me know that I'm out. I was disappointed, but it's just the nature of what it is. And I sort of believe in the movie gods, and that's what it's meant to be. And it, fortunately, many years later, it came back around.
I've heard you say I would make every film with Ben Affleck if I could. Why?
Well, what I discovered about Ben, and you don't know these things until you really get in the trenches with someone and you start working with them, is I was a fan of Ben as an actor and as an artist, and I love him as a director. So there was that, but that was from a distance, as watching cinema. But working with Ben, what I discovered is we have there's a sort of a commonality in regard to work ethic, process, commitment. The things that are just important to me about making movies beyond all the bullshit that's out there. It's just so we just had a simpatico about that.
The other thing that I love you, and I've heard you say, and I want you to sort of explain it to me. You make the movie before you actually make the movie.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, when I prep a film, I'm making the movie. So I'm working with all my department heads, my actors, and making sure everyone understands what I'm trying to say with the film, what it's about for me, what the intention of the film is. And then you start figuring out the visual style of the movie, all usually informed by character, creating the world. So you do all that in prep. I like to just I'm really anal about doing all that. So when I go to shoot the film, we have such a military kind of plan. And everyone is dialed into we're on the train, we're all in the same car, we're all going the same direction, or all the narrative elements that I have at my disposal, everyone is dialed into. So, because there's nothing worse. Sometimes you watch a movie and you go, it's just a little off. It's because someone wasn't told something, someone was making a different movie. Then you know what I mean. So all that's important. And then after that, then you go make the film, and you've done all the work, and then you have room for discovery, surprise, improvisation. You see something, you go, I know that was the plan, let's do this.
Yeah.
But I like to have a really solid plan first.
So does that also help with nerves? Because when you have a cast like the one that you've assembled, Ben Affleck, Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons, Jeffrey Tambor, if I walked onto that set, now, hey, I know I'm not half as talented as you are, but if I walked onto that set, I'd be nervous.
Well, because we do all that work beforehand, I meet everyone. We I don't cast anyone without meeting them first.
Yeah.
So I get a sense of who they are, because I have a rule about I like kind people. I want to surround myself with kind people. So that's important for me on a set. And then after that, we talk about the character and we do all the work. So you get on set, it's we've already done it. We so know each other that I just like to when I shoot a scene, I want to be entertained. I want to be surprised. I like to watch people just do what they do and they're really good at it. Or then you start to, let's try this. What if we try that? I think maybe, in this moment here, this didn't land, or whatever you do, that you just try to get as deep as a performance as you can.
So is this the start of a new franchise?
I don't know. I guess we'll see if it does what we hope it does. I would love to do another one. I think there's more story to tell with Christian Wolf.
Another one of these, and please another Warrior. I haven't been touched by a film like that in such a long time. Thank you for everything, all of your work.
Oh, I really appreciate that. Yeah, if we can figure out what the movie is, I'd like to do another one. That's the goal.
Spin 103.8, #1 for music and entertainment.